Hey fam, Coach G here. Just wanted to share with you a couple things, thoughts were on my mind. I think that'll be pretty valuable. Um, just life in general. I'm just sitting here watching my little girl practice her softball. It's fun to watch her practice. She just enjoys it so much, and she's growing so much from it. But as I'm sitting here too, I'm doing a little bit of studying, a little bit of prayer, a little bit of worship, and the interesting thing is something came to mind, and it's something that I see frequently, and I saw it in my own life a lot. So just to let you guys know, I'm not a professional speaker. What I share with you guys here um, is an accumulation of life, right? Stuff that I've learned by sitting at the feet of really great men, much greater than myself. What I've learned by hard knocks, just messing up over and over again and having to learn the hard way, but finally learning and having fruit in certain areas. I'm not where I want to be in life, but man, I'm so excited that I'm not where I used to be. Amen. So, with that being said, this is a really important principle um, that I found to help you guard your heart, to help you guard your vision, to help you guard your dream, to help you kind of stay quarantined on your path, right? Um, I love that word because everybody kind of knows what that means now. In the lieu of COVID and other stuff, quarantine has become a big word. But there's healthy quarantine. You know, when you're on your way somewhere important, when you're on your way to your dreams, when you're on a path of growth, you have a growth initiative in your life, and you're trying to succeed in all these areas, in your health, in your wealth, in your spirituality, and in your relationships. It's really important to be careful who you have in your life, who you tell things to, who you allow to speak into you. You really got to guard your heart and guard your mind. The word talks about that all the time, is guarding your heart, guarding your mind. And you know, I can't get into it in this talk, but you know, mind being your heart in the word, being described as your mind. You know, what goes into your mind and the influences and whatnot. You know, people mess up and really self-sabotage themselves because they continue to allow certain people to speak into their life, either out of pure ignorance, just not knowing that it's a toxic person speaking into your life with improper intentions, maybe a weak will, not wanting to tell that person to stop speaking into your life because you feel bad, or they've been there so long, and oh, I've known them since I was 4, and all these things. Well, you know, and guess what? Not everybody's meant to go with you forward. You know, some people have their own path, but just because people have come with you so far doesn't mean they're meant to continue with you. Everybody and everything has a season, right? So I want to encourage you today to really quarantine, really be careful who you have speak into your life. Really be careful as you get older and as you get wiser, as you get more intentional about your goals. Your circle should become smaller. Not circle of people you care about, circle of people that you allow in, right? Influence, right? So really be careful about that. And then really choose people that are in life where you want to be, that really sincerely have a vested interest in you growing, and it takes some time to figure out who that is. Not everybody who encourages you is for you, and I found that out the hard way. Not everybody who says they're a godly person is a godly person. Not everybody who says their family's family. You really have to have wisdom, discernment, and pray for that daily to figure out who that is and what that is in your life. Like-minded people who maybe are stronger in the areas that you're weak, you know, that are authentic, and real, right? So I'll encourage you to find those people. You know, grab a mentor, a coach, something like that, and then, you know, obviously when you're on the right path, what I've seen in my life is that people, if you have the right inner circle, it takes some time to get that, but they'll start all saying the same things to you, not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear, and it's in a common vein. You know, there's a commonality to what they're telling you. You know, maybe not in the same words, but in the same vein, right? The same commonality. So really be careful about that. Also, don't broadcast your stuff. You know, hurts, pains, challenges. even successes. You know, I do a little bit here, but there's so much more going on in my life. Things that I fight and overcome daily. Things that I'm successful in by the grace of God. I don't broadcast all that. Why? Because I don't want a target on my back. What does that mean? Well, I'm a firm believer that the enemy and the haters don't know everything about you. They only know what you really reveal. And if you reveal it to God and you reveal it to people that are in your inner circle that are covering you, the tendency for that to be a safe place and a quarantine place and a place to grow is high, right? The chances of that being high, and you can grow from that. Revealing it on Facebook, hey Instagram, hey Snapchat. My boyfriend broke up with me, my girlfriend this, my wife this, my husband that, whatever it is. You know, I hate this, I hate that. You know, please pray for me, everybody in the world, because you know this is happening in my life. I get it, man. We want to reach out to somebody, and sometimes we're so desperate to have an outlet, we reach out to everybody. But that is unhealthy. And what you do is not, you may get a few people that are praying for you, but the majority of it's going to be people now have a reason to talk. People now have a reason to speak life into those things that you don't want life to breathe into, right? You don't want life to be in the bad things, in the hard things. You want them to have a quick death, right? You know, the things in your life that are plaguing you. You want to learn from them and then bury them, right? And move on. Not inside you, but you know, elsewhere, right? You know, so my encouragement is to you is to do that, not broadcast all your successes. Succeed in quiet. Succeed with humility. Grow and celebrate with those who have vested interest in you, those who can help you. Only reveal the things that are hard for you to people that can help you, because if you're revealing things that are hard for you just to vent, you are now speaking life and making that thing greater in your life because you're accentuating it. Whatever you feed grows, whatever you starve dies. And you feed growth by being in communication with people that can help you, that are in life where you want to be. And you starve the bad things in your life by not broadcasting them out to people that, or places that, or events that can't help you, just for the sake of you feeling better or you venting or whatever the case may be. So fight the urge to be desperate for connection, to where you're spewing your guts out in here. You're putting your dirty laundry out in line and in places where people can't help you, because I promise you that's unhealthy and it's going to be worse for you. And I want to see you grow. I love you guys so much, and I want to see you grow, and I want to see you have health in your life, and I want to see you regain your joy and your peace. And there are keys to that. There is a secret sauce to doing those things. There are certain principles and keys that open up doors, that have fruit of life, that have the success of life in them, that have you know, all the goodies behind them, right? And you just got to learn them and activate on them and remove emotion out of them to where you live on principle, not emotion. Because you can't manage your life on emotion. It's a recipe for disaster. You want to master your life so you can elevate your life, and master principles so you can elevate principles. You know, a good mentor of mine back in the day, Dr. Miles Monroe, and I say mentor, I met him a few times, but he mentored me through his words, through different things. A lot of coaching done through his material. But he used to say that a lot of, and this is for you believers out there, people who are people of faith, Christian, whatnot. He said a lot of believers end up stranded in the waiting room of heaven, of the kingdom, because you get there because of your relationship with Christ. But the fruit from there, the mansions and the treasures there, are built up by you having keys to the kingdom, right? And that's understanding principles. Keys are principles that unlock fruit in your life, and learning those things and mastering them and living by them is just the absolute secret sauce, man, to health, to wealth, to wisdom, to peace, to happiness, to completion, right? Amen. So anyway, hopefully this helps. Sorry it's a little bit long-winded, but I think it was really important. Guard yourself, man. Guard your heart. And until I talk to you next time, live in love at a higher level every day, unapologetically, man, and do that for Christ, in my book, right? So love you guys. Like this video, like it, subscribe it, share it if you think it added value to you guys, and you know somebody that may need to hear this. You know, I'd love to share more with you guys. So inbox me on my Facebook. That's really the only one I check right now. I'm kind of getting a little bit into Instagram. I got to figure that out. I just don't play with it a lot. And but inbox me if you can. Find me, inbox me, and let me know what you'd like to hear more about. And I'd love to cover some topics that are important to you that I can maybe add value to for you. Okay, but I could be encouraged. Understand you're beautifully and wonderfully made. There's a God in heaven that loves you. He made you perfectly. He made you intentionally, and you have greatness and genius inside of you. Master your day so you can elevate your life and allow it to come out and add value, not only to your life but to those around you in the overflow. Amen. All right, I love you guys. Till next time, fire it up.